Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back to another episode in our Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky playthrough. Alright, last time. Last time we had gotten to the Vert Bridge. We had completed our Orbment replacement quest. We gotta go back and report it. But we're going to try and do the soldier training while we're here and do that. So let's go inside. We had wanted to do them both, but we ran out of time in our last episode, so we're going to talk to this guy. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua too. Hello, Mr. Ashton. It's been a while since we last met. Yes, it has. So I've heard my boy Luke caused you a lot of trouble, did he? I'm absolutely ashamed as a father. I'm sure it's perfectly normal for a boy his age to be naughty like that. I mean, even I ran around outside of town when I was young. Yeah, and you're supposed to be a girl. Ha ha, you're certainly full of energy as usual. I'd love to get you to share some of that vigor with my new recruits. I've been thinking recently about doing a simulated battle to whip my men into shape. So I put in a request to the guilds for a few good men or women to play the part of enemy soldiers. I think the pair of you would be the perfect fit the job, so how about it? Can you do this for me? We're gonna send... Sure, we'll do it. We'll gladly accept. Thanks, I really appreciate it. Go ahead and take a break until the preparations are ready. If I don't have you in tip-top condition, then there's no point in doing the training. Hee, then I'm ready for an afternoon nap. Alright then, we'll get ourselves ready. Sure, please do what you need to. Okay, so last time we had given up on the idea of trying to level up to be in kind of tip-top shape. But it looks like they gave us a little rest to restore all of our health. Anyways, so that'll work. Alright, training begins now! Everyone, advance 5 steps forward. Ready yourselves! I know I was bored before, but... I know it's just training and all, but it still scares the living daylights out of me. This is a training exercise, so please refrain from speaking. You all need to take this seriously as if this were a real battle. Because in the real battle, we line up and take 5 steps towards each other, and then attack. Estelle and Joshua, you don't need to hold back on my men. That was my intention from the beginning. I hate men, and I love beating them. We'll do as you request. Yikes! Forward! I know you guys like when I add my own little commentary to it. Oh, okay. He has got a spicy little stab. So I'm thinking they have 200 HPs. If we do like 30 hit, that's like 6 or 7 turns. We'll end up doing having to do a lot of healing. And that, so I'm wondering, when we have our crafts up available, if we don't just do those instead and see if we can't get...
Here I come!
Alright, so here's the question. Ooh, that would... Well, but if we finish him off... Well, if we only do 33, though... We would get another attack, so we can finish him off. He gets a chance. Okay. So we'll take one more hit. That's fine. I think we're gonna do craft and sever.
Let's do
Out
this!
on a 7 bonus. But then Estelle will a critical round. Oh, he's running away. Oh, he's gonna shoot us. Okay. Fortunately, Estelle can't get that close, so we'll just have her heal Joshua because he's a little weak. He should be able to get in range and finish this guy off before he gets another attack.
All right, we're good to go.
Alright, and now we're only 27 and 20 away from leveling up. Alright, so we got some good time. Augments. Alright, this training is over. Ow, 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 ow. Oh my goodness, it's finally over. Good job, everyone. Can I say pathetic? Are you guys really supposed to be soldiers? Hey, you be quiet. We're not all feral kids like you. How about you try and say that one more time? Knock it off, Scott. Training is over. You seriously need to cool down too, Estelle. I hate sore losers. Private Scott, Private Harold. I think what Estelle said just a moment ago is how the citizens of this region really feel. Do you really have what it takes to protect them? It seems as though the both of you need to take another look in the mirror. Yes, sir. Very good. Do not forget what you learned today and strive to fulfill your duties. Estelle and Joshua, thanks for your hard work today. Thanks to you, I think my soldiers have gotten the wake-up call they needed. There's no need to thank us. It's us who should be thanking you. This was excellent training. I agree, this was a good learning experience. If you think so, then you're set for life as bracers. Though our positions may be different, we are both here to serve the public. Although I can't do much else, I'll pray for success for the both of you. Sure, and thanks again. Take care of yourself. I will, and I hope to be seeing you again sometime. Quest soldier training completed. Alright. Can we rest here? Alright. Move on. So, that was interesting. I guess the plan is to just beat up the soldiers and make them feel bad, and then they get better. I don't know if that's true or not. It just seems like a interesting plan here. I want to be able to see like a bigger version of the map. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, to see if there was other like entrances and exits here, because I don't think we've explored this map for any treasure chests or anything. So we'll do that on our way back to town. Looks like we did heal up again after that battle, so that's good. Oh, goodness. Focus your power. Get another miss. We're doing good. Okay. So we'll take that cat out. Hopefully we'll take this cat out. Alright. Get back to town. We'll report these two quests as finished. We might go look at the
That's that then.
weapon
Let's
shop.
move out.
Maybe find some armor or something. that if there's anything, it will be kind of along the edge. Get an attack, that's fine. Are we going to... We are going to level up where Estelle is after this, so we might as well spend some points. Do some things. They stole my critical. So we're going to kill this guy, I think. Good. Oops. Hit and hit.
That's that then. Let's move out.
All right, there we go. Estelle is up. Joshua levels up at 9 points. And if we get enough Sepith, we can open another slot. I think we need 50 of everything for the next slot. Try and kill one of these plants. And then you can work on the other plant. So it's like as I level up, my defense will be stronger too, because definitely taking less damage from these hits than we previously had. Good. Then we get less out of them, so again, it's one of those. Don't have to
Piece of
avoid
cake.
them, but we don't get much for the effort. All right, 6 away for Joshua to level up. I think there's anything in the middle here. That's where that pine plant was. Let's go fight that guy. And then we'll look down south in this area.
Take!
Okay, I don't think... Okay, Joshua levels up on this. After this battle, I think it'll take one more fight.
Take!
Try and at least do as much as we can. With minimal casualties as well.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Alright, yeah, 489. 1 XP left, so... we literally need just one more, no matter how small the battle is, one more something for Joshua to level up. Now just the crafts. Let's get rid of this guy.
Here
Crafts,
I
I don't
come.
know if they'll take 60 before we leveled up. But it looks like we did get just over 200 here. Since Joshua also has...
Let's do this!
It's up, we will sever as well. He hasn't leveled up yet, so we'll see. No, 219. Okay, he's still doing good. mind if you miss. Oops.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Alright, there we go. Joshua up to level 7. Cool. We got our green that we need. We need one more blue to have 50. Blue Sepith. Water Sepith, I believe. Okay, we'll fight you. We have to be careful with those guys. They're the ones, if we turn our backs to them, they will surprise attack us. That's never good. Okay, 117, not quite enough. With the buff, one hit them. Although we didn't take any damage from that kick. Okay. The thing I would like, prefer, is if as enemies, the idea of enemies, like the amount of experience dropping off, I just would like it also to be that at that point you're able to one hit them. It just feels to me, it feels appropriate then of I'm just able to dispatch them so quickly that they don't, pose a threat to me.
We're good to go.
So I don't get any experience off of them. And we are still getting a little bit of experience from them. So I can't say that we're exactly in that spot. But that's just a personal thing of mine. I feel like if we're gonna get reduction on the experience, it should be kind of in line with at the point where they become trivial to us. Where if there's taking 2 or 3 hits, like these guys are going to take 3 hits apiece still, and that's a bit of damage they can do in the meantime. And so I think it's, to me, it's just kind of inconsistent on that, and I would like it to be. I need to heal. And hope she doesn't get hit and die here. She very easily would. Yeah. Okay. She will.
Sorry.
So the good news is we're done kind of exploring around. The bad news is this guy hasn't taken any damage yet. Oh no, he's taking a little bit of damage. I just don't think this is. It is. And Joshua will catch up
we're good to go.
in experience to Estelle. He's only 3 behind now. So like I said, it's not, in my opinion, it's not worth worrying about those slight differences from when they get knocked out. Because it all kind of balances out towards the end. You see where at this point they're 3 experience kind of different. So, and then as one levels up, their experience gain is a little bit reduced from the other one, so then there's more opportunity to catch up again. So. Not really a concern. And ultimately in that kind of discussion I had is, I think the reason is I like to grind. I do enjoy, there's something about kind of being able to set out and just aimlessly murder monsters for a bit of time that is enjoyable to me. Alright, so we reported the results. And Unfortunately, we can only report, it looks like, one at a time. Oh. Oh, I have to go talk to Freddy before I can report that one. That's why. The Orbital Factory. So it's just, when you take away my ability to grind, then I don't want... And different games are different, I get that. I just don't want to have to spend the time. So we can't open one of these. Like, I don't want to have to... I like to grind so the difficulty goes down. I like being able to just one-hit things and feel amazing. We're back, Freddy. Oh, hi, Estelle. From the look on your face, it seems like you finished the job. Yep, and we did a fine job, too. Although we did have a few hang-ups. We thought we'd report to you as a matter of good measure. Reported the offense, which occurred on the Milch Main Road. So it really was burnout, huh? I'm sure it happened because we were late replacing it. Sorry, kids, you were put in harm's way because of me. There's no need to apologize. It comes with the territory. Dealing with dangerous jobs is a part of a bracer's work. I appreciate you saying that. Oh, I know. How would I give you this to make amends? Received MP2 quartz. Oh, this is a quartz? Yep, it's MP2 quartz. It can prevent an enemy's arts. It can be pretty useful if you use it effectively. Thanks! We appreciate it. No, thank you to the both of you today. Stop by any time. Don't forget to stop by if you have other business. Okay. So now I think we can go report it. I really don't like the way this view always moves between scenes. Alright, so we have 2 more jobs. The mushroom hunt. Yeah, Orvid at the landing port we'll have to talk to. What was... And, oh, and Father Divine in that. Okay. So let's go... let's go find Orvid. I don't know if we'll get to either of these or both of these on our playthrough right now. Let's see, are you Orvid? Yes, you are. He's not very nice. Alright, I've been waiting for you to show up. I have an urgent job, so do you have some time to hear my request? Sure, we've got some time. Great, this really helps me out a lot. Alright, let me give you a rundown and explain the details of the job. Let me informally introduce myself. I'm gonna make him sound a little nasally and snotty. I am Orvid, representative for Orvid Co. Limited. I'm Estelle, and this is Joshua. It's nice to meet you. Estelle and Joshua, is it? The two of you are quite young, if I do say so myself. Hee hee, we're actually pretty new to this whole bracer thing. Greenhorns? Oh well, I guess you'll have to do. Pardon? Never mind, I was just talking to myself. Alright, let's get down to business. Please excuse my lack of decorum, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Sure. At the moment, I'm looking for a rare mushroom called the firefly fungus. It is said that it only grows in soil rich with septium. There are records of it being picked here in Roland, but no shops seem to carry it. However, it is a vital necessity that I get my hands on one. So I put in a request at the guild house. Soil rich with septium, I can only think of the Malga Trail as a possible location. Do you know any other characteristics of these mushrooms? It seems that it normally grows in areas with patches of grass. However, since it is buried in the dirt, if you don't look closely, you won't find it. Jeez, this one sounds like it's going to be a pain. But once you dig one up, you'll know if it's a firefly fungus or not. For one thing, it glows with a light green color. So that's why it's called a firefly fungus? Well, that makes sense. Alright, have I explained things clearly enough? So basically, all we need to do is find a glowing mushroom in a patch of grass along the Malga Trail, right? Looks that way to me. Well, if they're really growing in the ground, we probably won't be able to find one so easily. If you run into any trouble, come back and speak with me again. I ask that you find one as soon as possible. Alright, so we have no idea if Orvid comes back. It seems like a snotty enough character, and the way he felt like he needed to introduce himself, that he might have recurring quests. So, we'll have fun with that. I think this is Malga Trail. Oh, I need to go heal, because I am... Well, Estelle is dead, and Joshua is not going to last very long. So, we do get enough in payment from these things, from our side quests and other stuff, that the 20 cost really isn't that bad if we can, even if we had to rest after each one. I mean, we get enough, you know, a couple hundred from most of them. At the very least, you know, some 500-600s, that we could rest a couple of times throughout them and still be, you know, coming out ahead. So I think that's fine. All right, so let's go on the Malga Trail. We will... fight some cats. So, and I do appreciate, at least like with these enemies, it seems like we've got to the point where they don't do any damage to us. So, you know, it takes the time to go through the battle and go through the motions of doing that.
Piece of cake.
But at least we're not taking damage off of that. And so, and we get some sepith, as well. So it's not like it's a complete waste, because sometimes grinding, kind of farming for that sepith is necessary. If you have certain like a certain build you're trying to go to, or certain rewards you want to get. And I said we would go to the weapon shop, and we failed to do that. So we'll keep that on our list of things to do.
Alright, we're good to go.
We also did get, now that we're thinking about it, another quartz. We opened up a slot. So this is green. So because it's in different, I can't move my mouse over there, but it's in different channels. The 2 greens don't add up, so we have a 3 green here in the brown slot, and then we have 1 green in the blue slot. If I had them both on the same side over here, if I open up this slot, but this one's 50, the farther you go in, the more they get to open them up. This would add up to having a total of 4, and so we would get different arts. Because we get the airstrike from 1 and the Selfin guard from having 2, but that's fine. So we'll probably move those around at some point when we have stuff, but that's what it's going to do. And that guard is the arts that lets us put up a shield against our opponent's magical or arts attacks, which can be useful if timed well. Since he's on a critical, I was going to see if we can do enough to finish him off, which we could. We did. Alright, so I'm not sure if we upgraded some of Estelle's armor.
We're good to go.
Or if it's from her quartz that she has a little bit higher defense, but she definitely takes no damage from those kicks, and Joshua is taking 6 damage on a regular attack. So it's something to kind of keep in mind, or at least be aware of. Okay. This was the path to the tower, and I think we have to go on this path to find the mushroom that we need. Alright. Do have our craft points up. With just one of these guys, and the fact that it missed, I'm not worried about using that. Those crafts are really good if we have a larger group.
All right, we're good to go.
Get rid of something for kind of some crowd management pieces. I believe also we will learn other crafts. They're kind of like the limit breaks, the ultimate moves, and I think here I'm going to use it because there is
Let's do this!
enemies here, and they're big enough that just but I believe, and I don't know if we get them from leveling up from different weapons or different quartz. How those get unlocked. But I think, because we can get up to I think 200 craft points, because we get, at 100 it activates the first one, and then you can still keep getting craft points. But when you use them, it doesn't just subtract, it uses everything in the bar, and I think it maxes out 200 because there's at least another one that's double points.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Maybe it's like an area of an effect or something, so it costs 200. Take it to, alright. Thinking this area we should. Let's just fight this guy. But here in this area we should find our mushroom. So we'll kill this guy off. Kill this one off. Be in pretty good shape. Let's see, can you get down there? Attack that guy. Okay. I think we're gonna gang up on one guy. here we do. We can here's where you can see that craft point. It went to 105. It activates, like, the first one is eligible, and if we use it, we'll use all the points we have. But it'll climb all the way up to 200 before it caps out. It may go higher, but I think it just goes to 200.
All right, we're good to go.
And caps out. And then if you use one of your crafts, it just drains everything you have. So you don't get to kind of bank them. So getting over 100 isn't necessarily better. I don't know if we go left. Oops, I ran away from that guy, and now we're gonna get surprise attacked. That was bad. Okay. Estelle's possibly gonna die. Critical. Okay, they send the critical on Joshua. That's fine. Now, Estelle has... a craft point available, but she's also hurt, as is Joshua. But since he is gonna get another turn before this,
Here I
I think we can finish them, 2 of them off, and survive an attack. I think we'll be okay.
Let's do this!
I poked up a little north, and then I saw this guy, and I tried to run away from him because I forget. That running away turns your back to them, and then the surprise attack. Because I was deciding I didn't really want to have this battle. I think I want to go take that right path there. Does she need the healing? No, she doesn't.
Piece of cake.
So we kind of went up that way. Yeah, I think... I just wanted to poke a little bit further. I think this is the area that will have the mushroom. Now, depending on how these hits come out, Estelle will probably need to heal someone. And it looks like it will be Joshua. Grabbed a little heal for herself there, so that's good. And then let's see if we can both hit this one. I think we can finish him off. And have one less enemy to deal with. That's always good. Alright, managing kind of as you go, your health, your magics, all those things is critical. Getting some free heals is always good. Kind of just the, randomness of the game, though. Sometimes you can line up some really good heals and things and really come out of a battle way ahead of where you went in without expending a lot of points. And sometimes you can't.
That's that then.
You'll really take a
Let's move out.
unless you spend a lot of points. So But I think it makes it for an interesting idea. Okay, I'm thinking this must be where our mushroom is. This green patch here. Aha! What's with this sudden outburst? I found it! Now to claim our prize! Found firefly fungus. Isn't that... You think so too? The place it's growing seems about right, and it's got that soft green glow. This has got to be that firefly fungus that What's-His-Face was talking about. You mean Orvid, right? Yeah, that's who I meant. Doesn't look all that tasty, but I'm sure it's pretty for a mushroom. Almost like the glow of septium, if you ask me. Septium? What's up, Joshua? I may be worrying too much, but I think you'd better put that mushroom in your bag quickly, Estelle. What the? Does the septium attract monsters? Just like I figured. This mushroom attracts. Estelle, look out. Okay. If it's just 3 flying cats, that's easy to deal with. We have, so this is a case where our enemies definitely get some good
Let's do this!
bonuses initially here. So take one of them out. Take a couple of big hits. Feels like these guys might be a higher level than the other ones, but maybe not. Just they did get their strength up on those ones, so maybe that was it. It's just peace. So, and here's the problem where they'll grab some of that healing, which is beneficial for them. We'll get some there, and it's not enough to overcome what we're doing. We'll still get ahead.
That's that then. Let's move out.
Now that was a surprise, I tell ya. Did you put that thing away? Yep, it's all taken care of. The light emitted by raw septium has the power to attract monsters. This mushroom also seems to have the same effect. That sneaky merchant, he never mentioned a single thing about this. Anyway, let's hurry back to town. Right. Just wait till I get my hands on you, you conniving merchant. Alright, so I think... Cool, we're gonna grab that. We're gonna try and head back to town. We're running a little light on, or over on time, I guess I'll say. So I'm kind of avoiding some of these battles, but I do want to get some more blue sepith. I want to fight. I know these guys give away blue sepith, so I wanted to try at least a couple. I think as we go back each area, when we re-enter the area, all the enemies respawn. So even though we cleared out the road of enemies, they'll be coming back, and we'll have to get through a couple of fights before we can return.
That's that then.
To the merchant.
Let's move out.
But that's all right. You guys don't mind a little bit extra length episode. And I don't need sleep. I will sleep tomorrow. No, it'll just be a little bit here. I'll be fine. Alright. Do you need to keep an eye on that? Yeah. She's gonna need a heal. This is where I know I've said before, but again, having like a way to speed up the battle, especially on these, where it's just back and forth, and we're at a high enough level that they're kind of meaningless as far as experience-wise in that, and it's just kind of going through the motions. And it'd be skipping some of those animations or just having a way to
Piece of cake.
automate it a little bit more, to maybe even in like an auto battle at a higher speed when we're at a point of like there's no real risk of losing to these monsters. Unless you just, run into a steady stream of them, but each individual battle doesn't really pose a threat. So having like an auto battle or a way to just kind of cast some key spells and do its thing automatically, and maybe at
All right, we're good to go.
triple speed. But I know that's, that is a kind of a somewhat tricky to implement or to figure out when do you want to turn those on. Do you leave that up to the player? Because then if you have auto battle on and you go to higher enemies, you are probably going to die, because there is a good amount of strategy involved as far as fighting those battles and keeping your eye on the turn order and those things. And I wouldn't want a system in which that is mitigated by like some AI, because I do think that adds to the strategy of it. One of the things I like about this turn-based combat is there are things to consider, but in these battles where it feels like it doesn't matter, then I'm on the other hand, then I'm just like, well, it doesn't matter. It's frustrating where you get into a nice boss battle, something that's going to take a little bit of sequencing, figuring out what the right attacks are, how to get rid of enemies in what orders, or how to snag all the bonuses. And that's where I think you would get that to shine a little bit more if you got to focus on those ones and then kind of skip through or automate the ones in which that's no longer really relevant. And part of that can be, again, my fault, in that I do like grinding, so I will level up more than is necessary. So there's an argument to be made that we could be still at level 5 with these quests, or if we just did the main storyline, we would be a little overpowered.
All right, we're good to go.
And so I guess that's my own fault, and I shouldn't complain about the tediousness of the battles if I've chosen to become overpowered. Not every game is going to be designed exactly for me or any one individual, and there's parts that we can like and dislike. Alright, let's talk to Orvid. What's that you say? You found the mushroom? Yep, we found it all right. Oh, wonderful. But it might be different than the one we heard about from you. You see, this mushroom attracts monsters. Well, it's like this. So even though you knew the risk, you hired us for the job, Orvid? What? How was I supposed to know something like that? And besides, a bracer's job is to deal with danger, right? Well, a little heads up would have been nice, so we could have at least been prepared. Never mind us. The big question here is your motive. What do you intend to use this mushroom for? Yeah, this thing could be a weapon. Fess up, you had some big nefarious plan in mind, right? A nefarious mushroom plan. What? Isn't it obvious what I'm going to use it for? For cooking, of course. What? Cooking? Are you trying to tell me that people actually eat this thing.
Well, this is why it's such a pain to deal with country bumpkins. In the hands of a skilled chef, the more distinct the ingredient, the more profound the taste. And from that perspective, the firefly fungus is the king of them all. This is, no doubt, the ultimate ingredient.
So, pretty much what you're saying is that it's for people with bizarre eating habits?
That's the talk of one unacquainted with a true delicacy. But then again, commoners such as yourselves would never have an opportunity to try such dishes.
And praise be to heaven for that. I'd never want to gnaw on a ratty green mushroom like that. Agreed, it looks pretty nasty.
Anyway, I have other business preparations to make. Now, if you don't mind, I'd ask that you hand over the mushroom and leave.
Yeah, please take it.
On behalf of this mushroom, I shall turn a blind eye to your ignorance. And as promised, I will pay you, so be grateful to your client.
Nobody's going to buy that mushroom, I hope you know. Come on, Joshua, let's go. Please excuse us, we will be going now.
Yes, please do.
Alright. We're gonna go to the weapon shop as promised, and then we're gonna turn this quest in. As soon as I get my map turned around. I hope that's not disorienting for you guys, I apologize. It's just easier for me if I have it oriented consistently. Alright, so let's shop. Let's see, we can buy an armor vest. I was kind of looking at upgrading. My attacks are fine, I'd just like to get a little more defense. So I think we'll buy so we could get, we have enough I think to buy 2 armor vests and 2 spikes. I don't know if we need the, like, silver earrings are great. I think we picked up a white bracelet just now, which prevents blinding. Preventing poison is always good if we're up against poison, but sometimes those things, depending on the area and you just have to be willing to change some stuff. Alright, so we're gonna equip my armor vest and my spikes, and then on Joshua, same thing, armor vest and spikes. Alright, and then we're going to sell the leather vest ×2. Okay. I don't think we need to sell anything else. Cool, we've done that. Alright, so I'm going to go turn this last quest in. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video so far. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. Subscribe for, to make sure you see all of our videos and you get it. And we'll definitely see you next time. So hopefully you'll join us for the next episode when we'll do our last side quest and go talk to the mayor. Alright, until then, see ya.